I've been reading Great Controversy, chapter 2, the chapter entitled Persecution in the First Centuries. It's a very interesting chapter. It goes back in time to the early Christian church in the first, the second, and the third centuries, and talks about the experience they went through over several hundred years. And it starts off with the persecution of Nero. You may have heard of Emperor Nero. He was a Roman emperor. Enjoyed killing Christians. History says he would cut the heads off and stick them on stakes and light them, and that's how he would light his courtyard at night, and very, very gruesome and horrible things that he would do. And as the chapter points out some of the things that were done to the Christian church, it highlights a very interesting quotation that stood out to me. There was one Christian writer who said that your injustice is proof that we are innocent. And it goes on, and there's a famous quotation where it says, the blood of Christians is seed, meaning the more you kill us, the more we come back. And then when they killed 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 or however many they killed, what they would find is, just to use some numbers off the top of our head, if they killed 1, then 5 more would get converted to Christianity. I think as people watched that some people were willing to die for their faith, it encouraged them to inquire, what is it you believe, that what you believe is so important, it's more important than your life itself. And so the time came where tactics needed to be switched, and instead of killing the church and trying to persecute it out of existence, the enemy shifted tactics, and now it was even more dangerous. They would become professed Christians, claiming to be Christian, but yet keeping many of the tenets of the old way of life as well. And this was even more damaging for the Christian church, in that some said, oh, this is great, no longer we are dying, everything's going well. But other people said, nah, this isn't right, we can't go along with this watered down or this compromised Christianity. There's a quotation on Great Controversy, page 42, where it says, if peace is to be gained by the compromise of truth and righteousness, then let there be difference and even war. That stands out to me because it teaches the importance of truth, the truth that we stand on, that we shouldn't gain peace by compromising what is right, but that we should stand for truth in a righteous and in a loving way. And it's better to have difference and war than it is to have compromise. The chapter ends with asking a question based on the verse in the Bible, 2 Timothy 3:12, where it says, all who live godly in Christ will suffer persecution, and raising the question, why is it we do not see persecution today? The answer is quite simple. It says the reason why the church does not see persecution today is because the church has become so much like the world that it doesn't invite any query, difference, persecution, or much anything. What is your life like today? It's something that stood out to me, a question to ask is that, where do we stand? Do we not go through any hardship or trial because we're living so much like everyone else? There's no difference at all in the way we talk, the way we live, the way we act, our values, our motives, what drives us in life, our desires? Or is there something different in you, that what motivates you is different? It'd be well for us to take time to reflect on our lives. Read the chapter, take time to reflect on your life and see where you stand in your life with God.